It's 92 degrees? How the hell is it 92 degrees? It was 42 degrees this morning when I got on the bike. And it's 92 degrees right? That cannot be right. It's gotta just be because it was sitting in that hot shed. And it definitely doesn't feel like 92. Yeah, it's gonna come down. Anyway, what's up, guys? How you doing? I was just having an interesting topic discussion at work. The owner was in this evening or this afternoon, and we have something kind of interesting going on. So there's this podcast called the Survival Podcast, hosted by a guy named Jack Spirko. I have never once listened to it. I had no idea that our company advertised on it. That's how little this thing means, right? And he just does, I guess, like prepper podcasts or something like that. And apparently we've had a advertisement relationship with this guy and his podcast for like the last 8 or 9 years. Long time. And again, one of those things that me being with the company as long as I've been with the company, I was like, I had no idea. And I had no idea we still had this relationship, let alone that we started it 8 or 9 years ago. Not that that really matters, right? It is what it is. However, something interesting happened over the weekend. We got an email from a listener of the podcast, who was pretty offended by one of his segments where he talked about the Texas school shooting. And in that segment, the host, Mr. Spirko, I guess used some more salty language, or let's just say unprofessional language. Now, it's a podcast, so people can use all kinds of language, and that language can be salty or can be clean. It really doesn't matter. However, this listener, because of whatever reason, decided to email the host of the show and let him know, hey, just thought I'd let you know, didn't appreciate your tone or the language used or whatever in regards to this segment, and I really appreciate it if you didn't use that kind of language. I listen to a show like this with my family, my kids, and apparently the host had forewarned the audience that he was gonna, use some more salty language, or his views might be a little more, salty than normal. I keep reverting to salty, I don't know why. And so he had properly forewarned, in his opinion, in the host's opinion, the audience, letting him know that his view or expression was about to be a little rough around the edges. However, even with that forewarning, this particular listener was offended. And something that you should always remember is you can please some of the audience all of the time, but you can't please all of the audience all of the time. You'll always have your detractors, your bats, your people that will always talk crap about you, right? I don't have many of those. I guess I should thank you, but at the same time, I love trolls. It is what it is, though. I like to troll. Sometimes it's fun. Back on topic, though. So this listener got a response from the show And the show basically told him, you can take your effing opinion and F off with it, right? Now, this is where the struggle is real. What do you think, Scrag? Should people just take their opinions and F off with them? Yes, I do. But at the same time, I can appreciate a listener voicing a concern, and I know what it's like to be blown off. I know what it's like when you feel like, you know, your response was unjustified, I'll say. The response that he got wasn't a very professional response, you know? And if the host is just gonna play that hard line, you know, I don't give two shits about the listener, they can go and suck their own dicks for all I care. Well, okay. Which doesn't sound half bad half the time. Think about it. Not once have you looked at a dog and thought, ew, you disgusting dog, licking your own penis. Anyway, that's a topic for a different discussion. But, lucky bastards. How the hell did I get here? So, I support the radio show and the decision to say what they said. However, that listener who had written the show decided, you know what? I'm not just gonna F off and go blow myself. I'm gonna contact all of the sponsors of your show and I'm gonna let them know how you treated me. And he did. He reached out to the sponsors of that show, and our show being one of the sponsors got contacted, and the owner, who is a very devout Mormon, he said, you know what, I'm gonna look deeper into this. And he did. And upon further investigation, he's kind of decided that, you know what, I'm gonna reach out to the host of the show and see what they have to say. And so he reached out to the host, Mr. Spearkill, and the host kind of blew him off. Like, you know what? It would suck to lose you as a sponsor because we've been together for so long, but hey, you know, I got a whole list of people who want to get in on this show, and your spot could be filled in a heartbeat. And in fact, you don't pay the same rate that they would pay, so I would make more. And to me, that guy, he's showing his true colors, right? He doesn't care about the relationship. He just is an asshole, right? And so I kind of said, you know what? We need to do some fiscal digging and really determine if his show, his voice drives a lot of money to our company. And if not, maybe we should really reevaluate our relationship, our business partnership, because morally, he doesn't fit Western Botanical's crew or image. Guy's an asshole. And if that's the way he's gonna be, we should say, you know what? Bon voyage, it's been nice, but we're done. So here we are, waiting to see. Tomorrow will be a new a new day, and the saga will continue. Anyway guys, that's the update for the day. I'll chat at you next time. Take care. Be safe. See ya.